Hey there guys, Kate here, and today we are going to be talking about how a Roblox item went from being relatively normal to being one of the rarest items on Roblox and being quite expensive. But before that, feel free to like and subscribe because why not, and it helps me out. Alright, so for this story we need to go back to the year 2015, specifically to April 24th, 2015. That is when an item by the name of Tasteful Top Hat was uploaded to the catalog. Now, as you can see from this picture, here is a Tasteful Top Hat. I mean, it wasn't archived, the hat itself wasn't archived, and as you can see here, this is 3 months after it was published to the catalog, and as you can see, it has a recent average price of 1,931 Robux. And as you can see here, it had 350 sold. And the original price of this was 1,250 Robux. I can just show it to you on Roblox. Here it is, 1,250 Robux, and 350 of this was sold. Now, this is not where it gets that interesting, because yeah, this is already a pretty rare item. Like 350 copies is not a lot, and it was quite expensive, 1,250 Robux. Like, so where the story gets interesting is if we fast forward a couple of years to 2018, because that is when something happened. So over the years, a user by the name of Billy Loans started collecting the copies of this and amassed a hoard of this. Now, that's not unheard of. People do hoard Roblox Limiteds. And by the way, this was on an old account of his called Renewable, which now has been banned. We can even check this account out. I mean, here is the account, created August 4th, 2011, and it's now terminated. And the ban reason is USD selling. I'm gonna get back to that. So yeah, he was part of a bunch of groups. As you can see, here's his main account. This is what he looked like, pretty cool. So I said in 2018 is when the story gets interesting, because this guy was collecting this massive hoard of 290 copies out of the total of 350 over the years, up until when in 2018 Renewable was terminated for attempting to sell his items for real life currency. Now, since he held around 90% of the total supply of this item, of course him getting banned, it was gonna like wipe out 90% of the total available copies. After he was terminated, almost all of the entire circulation of copies of the Tasteful Top Hat was eliminated, leaving around 49 to 56 copies. And if we go over to Rollimons, well, as you can see here, Rollimons says there are 19 available copies of this. People do have private inventories. So yeah, as you can see, now 0% of it is hoarded. And I mean, the last time it sold was in 2024 for 199,000 Robux. And deleted copies is 331, because yeah, as you can see here, I mean, you can clearly see when Billy Loans was banned, or I guess his old account, Renewable. I mean, you can clearly see it. And fast forward to the present day, the item has around 19 copies left, with the average price of it being 50,000 Robux. So it's not that high, because this doesn't sell a lot. So yeah, but that is the story of the Tasteful Top Hat, how it was a relatively normal item up until 2018, when in 2018 the person who hoarded 90% of it got banned for USD buying, and then after that it became a very rare item, barely any copies in circulation, and became quite expensive. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.